the screen still glows. A kettle cold, but my hand still goes. I'm off that range with a coffee stain. Clean mind, sharp eyes in the moonlight train. Order stacked like cards in the deck. I wait my turn, I don't blink yet. One clean setup, that's the code I live. Half asleep, but I got more to give. Hear that tick, hear that pulse. Feel that pull in my bones. I came this far for the long game. I won't leave it alone. London calling, London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling, London calling. I want that moment. Trey clean, Trey smart. London calling, London calling. I came to earn it. Dark outside, but my plan stays lit. No lucky break, got size up grit. Read that candle, read that spread. Cake the compact, keep my head. I lost before, I learned that sting. Now I cut my fear on a tighter string. Every dawn is a test I choose. If I want the crown, I pay my dues. Hear that tick, hear that pulse. Feel that pull in my bones. I came this far for the long game. I won't leave it alone. London calling, London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling, London calling. I want that moment. Trey clean, Trey smart. London calling, London calling. I came to earn it. Let the night press in. Let the doubt get loud. I stayed on my feet. I stayed unbowed. One more shot, the life I chose. One more step when the market waits. London calling, London calling. I'm up for the open. London calling, London calling. I want that moment. Trey clean, Trey smart. London calling, London calling. I came to earn it. Screen still glows. A kettle cold, but my hand still goes. I'm off that range with a coffee stain. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, huh? Hey! Come on! clean in the panic storm. Stay alive when the numbers swarm. Grip that plan like a steel front gate. One deep breath can change your fate. Hold your breath now. Read the tape fast. One wrong move and it won't last. Open fire. Open fire. Keep your name above the wire. Open fire. Open fire. Live through the market choir. Win some, lose some, stay in line. Take the hit, then take your time. Open fire. Open fire. Hold your name above the wire. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Congas roll. Claps cut hard. Eyes on price. Oh, hands on guard. When the floor starts shaking and the whole thing spins, you don't chase the noise. You let the truth win. Open fire. Open fire. Keep your name above the wire. Open fire. Open fire. Live through the market choir. Win some, lose some, stay in line. Take the hit, then take your time. Open fire. Open fire. Hold your name above the wire.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Trade. A lot of vol today. I just highlighted to you what the main story is today, which is this escalation of in Iran. Oil at 85, yields at 4.72. That's really what's driving the sell-off pretty strongly here, and fear of greater economic pressure here is definitely putting pressure on stocks. We're down like 1.3% in NAS. How much are we down in NAS? Let me see. 1.19%, 358 points. We are holding this trade on a bounce right here off this diamond move off the London low, and trying to just nurture it towards target over here. It came close a couple times, but it started to fade. We'll see if the trade works. But today we are going to practice what I preach, which is we're going to take small trades, rotate accounts, and basically be as tactical as possible to take advantage of both the rebounds and the continuity trades to the downside as they show up. Right now, the bounce trade almost hit target, didn't quite make it. I could have taken a little bit more profit, but I'm going to try to stay patient with this thing and see if we can hold the lows here at the 682. This could be one of those very, very ugly days where we have like a 2 or 3% down day if the other assets don't show any repose. Like, in other words, if oil continues to run through 85s, if yields continue to go like 475, 480, that's just going to create inexorable pressure to the downside. We can see 29.5 pretty easily. If, on the other hand, we stabilize, I think we could easily have a little bit of a short squeeze here. As I said, the trade in equities has been for the last year has been AI against oil, or AI against Iran, really. So basically, it's a tug of war between the two, and that's really what we're trading. We'll see if the oil contingent wins today, but we're going to trade it either way. Right now, the structure for us is we have a London low at 68.7, diamond pop up. We're long off that diamond pop up, targeting the 750 level. The levels above us are all lows. Tokyo low around here at 785. London high at 814, so about 100 points higher. That would be interesting if we could take out the London high. The VWAP, I'm sure, is way above us, like at around 29.9, right over here, and that would be like the next recovery level. So, good morning. How's everybody doing? Sound check, mic check, vibe check. Everything good? Everybody having a good time? Everybody enjoying the latest version of BK Dots? There was one tiny cosmetic thing that I added to it that Kathy really wanted me to do, which I sort of like. And the idea was to, it's a little bit hard to see because my chart is compressed. Basically, the scalp trades are just sort of double triangles. It doesn't have any meaning except the visual meaning. The idea is that these are fast trades. These are trades the most frequent, and therefore it kind of creates that, double visualization on the point. So scalp trades are not just simply double triangles instead of single triangles to visually demarcate them as scalp trades. I also created a full video lesson on, I actually probably could share this with you. Let me, hang on a second. It's already published. It's already on YouTube. So let me see if I can share it with you. Let me find it. It's a private playlist because it's not on, let me see if I can find it for you. Yeah, I have the list of the link for you here. So this is a full 5-lesson explanation of every single thing that's in the dots indicator. And you may enjoy watching it for those of you who are interested. And of course, those of you who want the free giveaway of the dots PDF, the link is right in there in the comments. So go ahead, go crazy, enjoy yourselves. I want to try something here, guys. I want to see something here. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. This here. This here. All right, I like this better. So we have a scalp here, scalp signal with 17 seconds left. We're going to take that. Right now I have, where am I? I'm on the 85 account. Let's just go straight up to the 75 account. We'll start from the top, and we'll take that as a scalp signal if it holds. Buy, join bid. All right, we're in the trade. That's an 8 target, 20 stop, double scalp here. Red arrow against it, so that's never like a positive sign. But because this is a high confidence trade, the neon triangles tell us that it's a high confidence long versus a medium confidence long, just a pure green thing. So I'm gonna override the red arrow here in this particular structure and see if we could get the bounce. But what you can see from the price action is obviously we had the bounce. It kind of died a little bit. It's consolidating. It hasn't died in the sense that we haven't completed to the lows. But it's clearly the market doesn't have a lot of appetite for buying and looking for looking for any fresh clues out of all the other cross assets to want to short cover. And if it doesn't get it, it may just return back to selling. So definitely, the buy side today is the weak side, and we're probably going to err on the side of caution to try and do sell trades when they do appear. But for now, we're just seeing buy trades, so we're going to try and take those as much as we can. Yeah, I'm glad you really like it. I gave you, sorry, okay. You now have the right indicator. Sorry, thank you for emailing me. So now you're all set. Good morning, Cuba. Good morning, Peter. Yep. The whole playlist that I shared with you guys really goes into a lot of detail about how to use all the various things in the indicator, because we're only using like 10% of the functions that I've built into this indicator. It's a 2,000 line indicator. So when you have time and if you really want to, get deep into the weeds of all the various BK dots structures, that's what the playlist is for. I finally took the afternoon to write, to do the whole thing, and now I'm very glad because you guys will have a good resource to be able to trade BK dots in 100 different ways. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to London Trade Story overnight. Oil prices up, rates up, markets down, jittery on resumption of a possible fresh conflict in the Iran structure. General, malaise, I think, of August profit taking. It doesn't take much in August, to tilt equity prices lower. Remember, liquidity is thin, and any kind of negative news creates natural selling flows. Like sort of August and September are historically always the worst months in equities until everybody comes back and gets serious and they start looking towards the next year, and they're like, oh, the world is actually not falling apart, and they start rallying equities. So DRD, you don't have the access to BK Lifetime. You should have DOTS Lifetime. What's your TradingView ID? I know what it is, but I don't have it off the top of my head. You want to text me the TradingView ID, and I'll double check that you have a DOTS Lifetime access. You should have it. So I think ATR was 20 when I kind of started looking at the charts around 4:30. ATR now is 8.9. So the volatility is compressed by 50%. We've sort of, since London opened, a lot of price action has calmed down now. Yeah, it should be BK Lifetime. I don't know why you don't have it. Just email it to me. I'll double check. I wonder if it's because maybe you have, the only reason is because you may have a different email address, and the database always gets screwed up as to who gets assigned what. But I thought I granted everyone access that needed to be granted access. Oh, come on, 729, hit me, baby. Where are we? 25. I'm in at 21. Target is 29. Let's go. Target is 29 on this particular scalp. 27, 28. It's really teasing me here. There we go. So we're done on the scalp. First scalp of the day in the bank. And actually get a confirmatory diamond trade. So our position in our level position, which is in which account? That's 85, I believe. Oh no, it's the wrong 85. God, I fucking hate this. I have two 85s. I always mix them up. Okay, so the secondary 85. Oh, it came very close. Wow, we came so close and didn't quite make it. Damn it, that sucks. So we've been nursing this this positional trade for like almost 30 minutes. It came just within a hair trigger. My target was like 47, and this thing was 45.75. So it was like a point and a half away from my target. But I was on the scalp trade. Okay, so we just we hang tight. London lows have not been broken. Although diamond up, diamond down, never. Always a good trade the other way. So I'm actually, let's say, the good thing about trading. Let's go to 78 account. I'm going to short this. This is sort of an off the This is an off the menu trade that I do all the time. If you get a volatility break up followed by a volatility breakdown, or conversely the other way around, one after the other, we always follow the direction of the second candle, because it means that the buyers or the sellers recapture control, and they're going to try and drive price in their direction. So hopefully I'm correct on this. Let's see if I can capture the move, to the other side. And this is the cool part about the way I'm trading now. Underlips. All right, let me just double check. Hang on, the DRD. I could have sworn I have you here. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, let me just see. Access granted. Huh. Why are you not in there? Okay, that's been corrected. You should have access to it, DRD. So you should be good to go. Wow, that's weird. Why? Last, DMC, what's not clear to you? What we're doing? You didn't understand our indicator. I'm not, you just came into the room. You have no idea what we're doing. If you want to learn a little bit about you have access now. It's in the invite open folder. Go into your invite only folder. You should see BK Dots lifetime. No, shit. Hold on. I'm sorry. I keep giving you the wrong thing. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm distracted here for a second. Let me just take care of DRD. Fuck, I gave you the wrong access. Where's the BK Dots lifetime? There it is. Okay. Hang on. Sorry. Oh, you have it. BK Dot, go into I know you had it. Yeah, I know you could. BK Dots lifetime. Go into invite only folder. If you go into indicators, this is what you need to do. Go into indicators, go into invite only folder, and it should say BK Dots lifetime. It should say BK Dots lifetime in there. This one, BK Dots lifetime. You should have that one in there. If you click it, it'll become a favorite of yours. Okay, it's there. I knew it was there. You totally had it. Yes, the market is bad now. Dumpsy, what do you trade? Do you trade anything? We scalp in this room. We are pure scalpers. Our strategy, you had it, man. You had it. I don't know why you couldn't find it, because it was right down there. If you want to find out what we do, you can hit this link, and it will give you a full PDF about our strategy, how we trade it, what we do with it. In this particular version of the strategy, we're scalping. Right now, scalping to the downside on this particular trade, which is not a sort of a conventional trade that we do all the time. It's a trade that we only do when it shows up on the charts, which is volatility up, volatility down. We go with the direction of the volatility. Although honestly, man, this talk about just dying. Direction has just not been. Nobody can establish dominance right now. Like I thought that the shorts would establish dominance. They're starting to a little bit here, but it's like 5 minutes of just fucking around before they establish dominance here. So let's see if we can get this trade done. Target is I'm short 12, so target is 425. Right? Where are we now? We're 625. We're 425. 425 is my target. 704.25. Yes, coaching is every other Saturday, not this Saturday, but the week after this Saturday, 10 o'clock New York. We just finished up the new BK website and the new BK coaching offering, so you guys will be able to get it. Fuck me, this just missed me by this just missed by 3/4 of a point. All right, I'm just gonna stay patient on this trade. Fuck. Come on, come down to Poppy. You know what? I'm just going to take it. I have zero patience for this thing. Okay, second scalp of the night. Working. But, that was a long pull here to try to get this fucking thing out. One up, one down. We took the long scalp that worked over here, but we are drifting. As I said, we're drifting, although holding London bid. The only other trade that we have is the positional trade against this London low, which is a little bit underwater. That was pretty much above water most of the hour, and I just simply didn't take it. And it's a good example of like where patience does not pay. When we're sort of short-term trading, patience really does not pay. You want to take the trades when they come at you, because the longer they last, the more likely they're going to revert. Now, in the meantime, okay, this short worked. We're going to go to, we're going to rotate accounts. So I was in 78. The next account we're going to take is 79. I'm going to rotate to the 79 account. Come on. 79 account, and there's a short scalp off the 79 account, which we're going to do right now. Right, I'm in the scalp. So double triangle is simply a scalp structure. Neon red is strong confidence short signal in our structure. Trade tape is obviously bearish, so we're going to try and see if we can get this third scalp done to the downside. Although we're getting a contraindication right here, but it is a contraindication against a high confidence scalp. So when we get a contraindication of this, as is indicated by this little green arrow, if it's against a weak confidence scalp, like let's say a light pink structure, I'm very inclined to go with a reversal signal, or at least engage in a separate trade that is a reversal trade. But when it is against a high confidence scalp, I'm going to try and stay with a scalp position, which in this case, the dominant position is the short side. I'm going to try and see if I can hold the short against my my stops and targets. The one thing that's really good today is that we're definitely getting a lot more price action. So there's a lot more opportunity for us to take trades across the board. And that's the other thing that I was going to say is, this whole idea of trading small and rotating across lots of accounts is a completely different mindset and a completely different structure of how you trade. You are open to almost any opportunity on the chart because you have lots of accounts in which to be able to trade them. And because each exposure is very small, you really don't care what happens to any individual trade, or at least, you're not nearly as bothered, and you don't try to rescue that trade or recapture that loss right away, because you're basically managing, like I'm managing right now, is that 9 accounts? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 accounts. So my focus is, not on any one, right? The less you care about any one, the better you're going to do overall. It's kind of like the opposite of everything that we're taught, where we're supposed to focus on just that one thing and care about that one thing and nurture that one thing. The market, of course, has it's a very mercenary mechanism. I think that's another reason that probably subconsciously why so many of us tilt. I just realized this is actually a really interesting psychological insight. So many of us tilt if we're good human beings. And I'm assuming most of the people in this room are pretty good human beings. Most people have families. most people care for other human beings. Most people probably have a very strong nurturing instinct. I'm sure there's a ton of dads in this room right now, and you would probably do anything you can for your children, and you certainly nurture for your family, right? So every one of those instincts is the absolute worst thing to have when you're trading, because when you're losing in an account, you're sort of starting to treat it like your child. Oh, I need to, coach it more. I need to help it more. I need to strengthen it more to, nurture it back to success and health. And it's the worst thing you can do. When, the one thing you want to do is just move on to the next, you abandon that one, you go on to your next child. It's almost like, when you're trading markets, you got to be what's the sugar daddy, baby daddy, whatever the fuck the term is. It's like, you got to be the worst of human impulses, because it's a much more mercenary mechanism. It doesn't care about your nurturing. It's going to exploit your desire to try to make the account better than rather than you focusing on the next interesting trade. So this scalp does not work. However, the positional trade, which we've been sitting underwater for a little bit of while now, working fine. Let me pull it up. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. It's the 85 account. Is it which account am I in? Oh no, it's the PaperX account. Sorry, it's this one. Sorry, I always get confused. So this one is finally starting to work, as the shorts could not quite break the lows, and we'll see if we can pull this hopefully to target. But yeah, that's Cuba is agreeing with me on this. Yes, so yeah, we're definitely going to be having coaching. Sorry, Tim. Look at what is going on. Tell me what's going on, Tim. What's that comment about? Yeah, so Saturday, honestly, the irony of the whole thing is Saturday we had an issue setting up the BK dots, but we managed to actually create a strategy for longer term trading that's awesome. An RSI divergence strategy that was just minting money on FX, and we're going to discuss that 2 Saturdays. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday after that, and work on new strategies. It's really, really cool. Just that red triangle got taken out. Yeah, I got stopped out. I told you I was in the trade. It was either going to work or not work. And, I was in the other trade that is a long positional trade. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't care about that trade. I made a, executive decision that this was a neon red. There was absolutely a possibility of a reversal, right? But remember, high confidence trades, I usually ignore the reversal trade but in this case, we held the London low. The shorts, maybe the clue was that when we had the green triangle, green diamond, red diamond, the shorts had very, very little dominance over here, very little dominance. They got completely watered. Anyways, bottom line is we're long now. We're long on this position. We're targeting 47.25. Let's see if we can get close to this position. This has been something we've been nursing for quite a while. So we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to make a bigger point, Tim. I'm trying to make a much more valuable point that I don't give a fuck about any individual trade. You know what? I'm just going to take this profit. I'm just, I've been sitting in this trade for an hour. I'm sure now it's going to go for 100 points my way, but it's given me 3 opportunities to take profit and I didn't. So I'm not squandering this one. So good. So, for example, if I'm looking at my board right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 greens against just only 1 single red. And that's what I'm trying to manage. I'm managing the full 10 accounts, which by the way, brings me to my point about our friends at Apex, the only place in the world where you could have 10 accounts for less than $200, 10 accounts, not 1 account, but 10 accounts. And I want to show you, there are 2 types of accounts at Apex that I think that I would certainly be buying, depending on depending on what you want to do, although you know what, no, let me just go. I don't need to buy them. I just need to show them to you. Let me show them. There are two types of accounts that I think are absolutely the best kind. If you're just doing evaluations and you are learning how to trade, right? Wow, is this right? Oh, this is 25, right? I want to go to the 50s. I always want to buy the 50s. I like the 50s because I think that's sort of like the cleanest, best account. 3,000 up, 2,000 down, reasonable drawdown, reasonable target. If you buy the 5-pack, which is what I would do right off the bat, it's great. You can run these on a news trading basis. You can run these on a grinded out scalping basis, whatever you want. The other account that I really like, and that's if you just want to trade continuously, regardless of how you trade evaluation or payout, the same way that I'm trading, just sort of, one trade at a time across multiple accounts. The really great value. Where the hell is this value? Where are they showing it? This was, where is that account? They have this great account. At a huge discount on this one account. Did this go away? Oh, no. Where is this? It was the $49 account. Oh, sorry. You know what? This is a really good example of. I love these guys, but such bad UI. Such bad UI. How the fuck am I supposed to find no activation fee list? Look at this. You have to click this to get this. Man, people need to be shot for bad UI. You should just simply have 1, 2, 3 this way, 1, 2, 3 this way. Don't make me do sub menus. Fuck me. That's just such bad UI. Anyways, this is really, really great. What makes this absolutely amazing is, and I would buy this one at a time, pass it, is that there is no, where is this, the 50? The 50, this is it. This deal is ridiculous. The 50,000 one-time pass. In other words, you buy it for $49, there is absolutely no money beyond that. Just this, the $49, and you are good to go. That's literally half the price of if you buy the evaluation and then the funded. The advantage, of course, is that the evaluation is cheap, and if you blow it up, you can try a couple of more. It just gives you more. It's sort of cheap up front, but more expensive at the back end. This is cheap up front. And 100K is 60. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, the 100K is 50. I don't love the 100K, but if you're good at that, that's fine. I like the reward on the 50Ks, but 100K is actually pretty good. You can't, honestly, it's not so bad. It's 6-3, it's 50 up, 50 down. It's not, not the worst of the world. When it gets to 150K, that becomes very, very negative skew, in my opinion. But at 50K, 50K is very good. So this 49 is just awesome. I mean, that is literally all in. I don't think anybody even close has that price, and that's what I would be focusing on as a trade. All right, my friends. So I'm watching more opportunities. We didn't get a chance to take. This was a nice scalp over here, 35 to 47, because I was yapping. But there's going to be plenty of opportunities to do that. Good morning, Miguel. Good morning, Miguel. I posted just a few minutes ago the playlist. Where the fuck is it now? Hang on. Here it is. And I'll keep posting this all throughout the day today. I made a playlist of all the BK Dots strategies. So Dr. D, everybody else who's into coaching, or anybody who's new in the room here today, hanging out with me and wants to find out what it is that we do, how we trade this instrument. This playlist is right there in the links. Go crazy. It's exactly there for you to be able to use. So that's exactly it. Yeah, they only do business in essentially OECD, what's known as advanced industrialized countries. So that is that if you're not from those countries, yes, fortunately I can't service you. But if you're in Europe, in Latin America, in North America, Apex is really a great choice. They're the OGs, and I recommend you guys go crazy with the accounts because the accounts are cheap. You get to practice a lot, and most importantly, the number one mathematical rule for how to win at prop is to trade multiple accounts, not at once, but one at a time, one trade at a time. Rotate the accounts. Yes, there are 5 chapters. Exactly, Miguel. Yeah. And you can put the closed caption on there so it's transcribable, so you can watch the transcription. So when I opened up the charts this morning, ATR was 20.4. Now it's 8.3. We compressed by 50%. Volatility has really calmed down a lot. The whole drive to the downside was a result of these 2 factors. Oil, which is close to 85, not great, but coming down a little bit off the 85 handle, and a 10-year, which is at 4.7, it was at 4.65. Anytime 10-year goes higher, it's always very negative. And the 10 years kind of going higher because they think that oil is going to go higher. Now, remember, for all the bullshit, I do want to remind everybody that there's more oil flowing through the Strait of Hormuz now than there has been before the conflict. So a huge part of this is just expectation, not reality. The reality is that oil is pretty much flowing. Iranians don't have any navy to control anything. They're essentially a paper tiger. And they're just waiting it out. Like Russians in Leningrad, try to wait out. They're trying to wait out the siege. Whether that succeeds or not, we'll see. But they're essentially surrounded by a blockade, and they're just trying to wait it out. They don't have any offensive weapons to really threaten anybody, which is why you really don't see anything going on over there. But the markets are worried. The markets are worried about escalation and disruption, and them sending drones into Saudi Arabia and other oil facilities. So it becomes interesting. Back, kind of curving back towards London lows at 687. See what the market wants to do. How's everybody's trading going this morning? How you guys doing? We're having a pretty good day. As I said, I've so far traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10 of my accounts. So I have 3 more accounts to trade. I'm going to trade the 85 account. I might as well set ourselves up now. Apex 85, right? I have one account, this account that I'm nursing. I'm about $750 away from target. I'm nursing towards target that I want to hit, and that will get funded, and then I'll be really full up on funded accounts on Apex, on Tradeovate. And then at 9 o'clock when New York comes on, would I go long here? No, I don't have any signals to go long, Jay Reardon. Okay. We don't go long on a hunch. We have a very, very structured, this is why people come into the room and appreciate the trading. We have a very, very structured signal-based approach. No signal, no trade, right? We just sit around waiting for signals. Doesn't mean the signal works, doesn't mean the signal is fully accurate, but it works more than it doesn't. And so we wait for the signals to trade. But it's only really one out of a multitude of aspects of our strategy that we employ here to stay positive edge. The signal is literally probably the least important component of what makes us win consistently on a day-to-day basis. and the most important component is what I was trying to tell. Here we go. I have very, 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 this is a tough trade. It's a scalp to the upside followed right away by a contra trend. So I'm gonna let this signal go, unless we recapture the moving average over here. I'm not gonna take the trade. This is a stand in front of a train trade. Let me, if they recapture the moving average, this thing turns green, I'll trade it to the upside. I'd rather be late than wrong on this particular trade. Well, listen, they have a lot of newbies, so they have to. Here we go. All right, join bid. Am I on the bid? All right, I'm in the trade. How come which trade am I in? I'm still. Sorry guys. I am still. I keep changing between. My apologies. I have like 2 accounts that are 85, so I keep. That's so annoying. You know what I want to do here? Hang on a second. You know what? I'm gonna clean up the account. I want to go. I'm in the wrong account, so I want to go to Apex 85. Apex 85. This is the only thing that's so annoying about Tradeovate, Apex 85. Okay, fine. No trades here, guys. No trades. Let's go. Now I'm going to be able to take this. So join bid. Okay, so now I'm in the Apex 85. Now I'm in the proper account. Now we have the proper long trade. I have one account. There we go. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Nice, clean scalp to the upside. Sorry, it was just so fucking confusing. I have one account that's a funded account that ends at 85. I have another account that is an eval account that ends in 85. And I keep constantly choosing the wrong account because one is Apex, one is PA Apex. PA stands for funded account in the thing. So I keep constantly mixing up. So anyways, this was proper account, proper structure, proper trade. Double green triangles. I hesitated because we're on the red slope, but we started turning ourselves around. I got long. As I said, when you have the neon green triangles, that's a high confidence upside scalp trade. It allows you to ignore the red contra signal, right? This is a contra signal that tells you, your scalp condition has changed its direction. So generally, if I have a neon condition which coincides with a strong bullish tape, I'm gonna take this. Ignore the red. If I have something like a light green condition, where like this light green condition, where I don't have a lot of confidence that this is a bullish setup, I could take the short to the downside. Anyways, looks like we've seemed to be holding London lows. What's interesting here from just a pure structural point of view is we've had two. Let me just clean this up. So let me go into the session level view, because just to give you a cleaner view structurally, what's happened here is we've had two, not one, but two diamond greens, high volatility upside moves hold above the London low. That's generally a pretty positive structure. It's actually makes me feel that we have a chance here to go higher up. So let's move to the 84 account and take this positionally. Take a little positional trade. I'm happy to take this positionally. The stop really should be underneath London lows, but I'm going to stop below the absolute low between these two green diamonds. This is sort of a structural low stop that makes perfect sense. and see if the market is really finally going to be able to turn from London lows. The next level up is going to be Tokyo low at 785. We're going to try to exit in front of the Tokyo low and see if we can trade it down, down that way. So price is kind of telling us that the buyers have reestablished dominance, and we're going to try and trade with the buyers right now and see if we can run it to the next level. Welcome aboard, Jason. I hope you're enjoying it. If you want to know a little bit more about the dots trade, here's the free giveaway on dots. I just put the link inside here. I also I need to hang on a second, guys. While the trade is in, let me template this link so I don't have to constantly retype it. I'm so annoyed. I hate retyping these links. Where is my thing? Okay, so I want to create a template. We'll call it play. And just bear with me a sec, guys. I'm just trying to do something here. All right, cool. So now, and I also created a whole playlist that explains the all of the various aspects of the dots indicator. So it's right in there. So be my guest, go crazy. What time is it? Oh, it's been an hour. We had a pretty active day so far. Nice. I think we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-0 or either 5-0. I lost count on scalps, and we made money on one. No, I'm wrong. We're 4 and 5 on scalps. We got clipped on one scalp. That's right. The short scalp we got clipped on. So 4 out of 5 on scalps and 1 and 0 on positional trades, and now we're in a second positional trade. So not bad so far. Let's see how it plays out. What is a CIS round? And who's Wayne McDonald? H2 producer. Who the hell is he? He says the same speech over and over again. Yeah, well, you know me. If it was up to me, I wouldn't talk at all. I would just scalp all day long and play music. Sometimes I kind of think maybe what we should do on the stream is just me play like tunes and me scalping. But then people want to know exactly what I'm doing, so I always have to start explaining anyways. Forex Today, FX Boot Camp. Who is he? I've never heard of him. Really? So what does he do? Like, what does he do in his thing? Just yaps about news flow. Like, I mean, what's the point of running a room if you don't place trades and actually attempt ideas? He won't enter a trade on scale because he's a pussy. He's such a pussy. There's no, there's first of all, there's no such thing as somebody being knowledgeable. If you don't trade, you don't know anything, right? There are lots of professors who are very knowledgeable. If I took a professor out of college, took away his tenure, and took away his salary, took away his university given free housing, his university given free professor lounge, took away all of his communist trappings, and said to him, "Oh, you're a finance professor. Now trade your ideas. Here's $100,000, win or lose." In 1 year, 90% of those professors would be homeless on the street. They'd be homeless on the street, or they'd be working the McDonald's shift and the overnight things. Okay, so knowledge is a very, very murky definition of what somebody does. Okay, especially in this business. But that's why, almost all academics are useless hacks, unless they are true scientists who actually produce actionable, replicable, functional science. Right? You totally agree with me? Trust me, I know. I very, very well exposed to the academic world. My mother was a professor. Who is not that kind of professor, but I know exactly what the academic world really is. In most professors, if you took away their tenure and made them earn living on their skill set, would be homeless within a year. And the arrogance of their preaching to the rest of us about how we should be living life is one of the most disgusting things I find. Well, Cuba, nobody hates communism more than people who come from communism, right? So we're still very, very quiet, guys. Now ATR is now 7. So talk about volatility compression. One of the cool things that I'm starting to pay attention to is not even the absolute value of ATR, but the relative movement of volatility. So when we started, just to show you, I think when I was looking just a couple of hours ago, right? When I was looking at right over here. Let's go to replay. ATR was 12 at 5, but I think when I was looking at it, maybe at around 4 here when I woke up. Yeah, it was 14. So it wasn't, for some reason I thought it was more. I guess maybe the move here from the London Open, after London Open, after London Open, ATR was 17. And then 2 hours later, if you just kind of play it out, you see that the ATR still stays around 10, 11. Now it drops below, still stays in double digits. And now it really, really starts to compress, right? And now we're starting to really, really compress and come down. So the volatility now is basically 50% of what it was a couple of hours ago. It just basically tells you that the market's kind of lost interest in price action for the time being. We trade, we trade the 1 minute chart with scalp in this room. It doesn't mean that you can't trade much longer time frames and much better trades than I do. We trade the 1 minute chart because I'm just basically incapable of holding positions for more than 5-10 minutes. Although today is look at today. Now that I'm trading so much smaller across all my accounts, I've been holding some positions for half an hour, which is literally a lifetime for me. But generally, we trade on a scalp basis primarily because that's my personality. Doesn't mean that you can't. There are guys in the room who will hold the same position as I do for 10 times the amount of points that I do. If you have the fortitude to do directional trading. But we trade 6 a.m., 10 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday. So London to New York every day. And if I could trade more, I would. But, Kathy always grabs me away from the screen around 10 o'clock. What caused this interest in low ATR? Sorry, time of day or some other outlier. Oh, why is the ATR so low right now? Well, it's always contextual. Like, in other words, some days the ATR could be higher, some days it's lower. By the way, here's ATR. What's happening now is basically ATR is reflecting interest, right? And interest clearly has calmed down. Like, in other words, there was a lot of selling interest at the beginning of London. They sold it down to essentially 29,700, 29,680, right? They sold it down to below 29,700. And now there isn't any more selling interest for the time being, at least. We're seeing an inkling of buying interest as they're holding levels, but there's no overwhelming buying interest. And at the low ATR is what it's communicating to you that nobody really cares. Sort of like there are no buyers, there's no sellers, everybody's fucking around. We have our thumbs in our mouths, and we're just waiting to see who's going to make the next move. That's literally what this is showing you. And now we're starting to see a little bit of buying interest begin to develop. Is it 7 o'clock? Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Cool. So one of the cool things that we produce, one of the many things that I like to produce with AI, is actually a market intel tool, which I'm going to show you in just one second. I'm just watching this trade, trying to see if we can, if this buying is going to push us a little bit higher. So for those of you who came in late, let me explain to you the rationale behind this particular buy trade. The bread and butter trade, the trade that really makes us money. We love the scalp trade. Right now, I'm not even showing the scalp trades. We love the scalp trade because that's fun. That's great for for a degenerate concentrating mindset. But the money in our indicator is in the session trade. And what that trade is basically looking at highs, lows. We trade all the key levels, all the key session levels in the day. And there are 3 of them that are structured. So you have London low, London high, Tokyo low, Tokyo high, New York low, New York high, right? Those are 3 primary levels. Obviously change as the day goes by. Those are the only things that matter at all on the chart. Fibonacci doesn't matter. ICT is a joke. Whatever bullshit, 5-hour confluence from Mercury retrograde that you found on the 20 million hour chart doesn't matter. It's all retail fantasy. It's all crayons on a chart that you are retrofitting. The only thing that institutional traders care about is Tokyo high, Tokyo low, London high, London low, New York high, New York low, right? Then the next levels that they care about is yesterday's Globex high, Globex low. That's the overnight 24-hour high and low. And yesterday's New York pit high and low. And we have those levels as well. And then finally, the single most important thing that everybody watches all day long is the VWAP, because that's what everybody executes against. So the only questions that people have when the people who actually control the market and move prices is, am I above, am I below? Is the level holding, is the level not holding? Do I want to, try to trade this support, or are they going to come in and break it as resistance? These are the questions that are constantly coming through, both on an algo basis and institutional basis through all their minds. So we're trading with those guys. And our construct over here was we have these volatility signals. This is a volatility breakout up, volatility breakout down. This is a 2-diamond confirm of the fact that the London low held. So because London low held, we're like, okay, London low is held. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if they want to take it next to Tokyo low, because we're going to trade it from level to level. And that's literally what this trade is all about. We're holding this trade because London low held, and I'm trying to target the more or less the next level within reason on this particular structure. So in this particular case, what am I in? I'm in at 49. I'm looking for 69, and it's like 5 points away, and it's torturing me with trade. And I may actually just you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to take. I'm going to take this trade because I want to show you something else. So I'm going to take this as profit, not full profit, because the true profit would have been around 69. But you know, you know me. I can never hold a trade properly. But that is what we do. That is literally what we do. So that's a long ass answer to your question, Barefoot Greenback, but it gives you a good idea of the bread and butter trade that we do. This is our bread and butter trade. I haven't put the scalp trades on, and I should have, because we could have had a lot of scalp trade conditions here. So in the indicator, we just want to have both triangles and diamonds, which is just scalp trades, and position trades. And actually, there was no scalp trades since for about half an hour, so that's good. But yeah, you know, if I was patient and if I had a better personality, I would have been able to hold this probably to the full target. And there are guys in the room that have been holding this trade. They're going to trade it not just to Tokyo low, but they're going to trade it to London high. They're going to make 3 times as many points as I will, because they have the personality to do that. You just got to know, you just got to know what your strengths are as a trader, and then trade to those strengths. But the indicator itself is open to any possibility, depending on how you want to use it. So that's the shorthand. But what I wanted to show you guys, which is something that we produce every single day, that's really, really cool, is I'm going to show you the Telegram version, because this is actually my favorite version. It's the Telegram version. Is the market intel brief, which you can get. So this is, what's today? Today is the 18th. So I got to go. Okay. So this is today's brief. Look how cool this is. This comes in at 5 p.m., 1700 hours, New York, and at 7 a.m. New York. So this is the pre-market call before the bell. Yield surge, oil spikes, stock crack on Iran deal, collapse fears. That's the headlines. It's all organized for you. Where the S&P is, where NASDAQ is, where the WTI is on Fresh Trader Hormuz. FOMC minutes coming out tomorrow. Gives you the rundown of every major asset and its structure. Here's oil at 84. Gives everybody FX. This, everybody who's an FX trader, this gives you all the FX write-ups, which I no longer follow, but Kathy does, and it tells you all the stuff that's on the calendar today. So this is UK data that was already released. It tells you what it was, and then we have lower impact data, which was ZOO. Actual was 31, established estimated. So ZOO was much better. That's good. That's interesting. And then everything else over here. And then today we have building permits, housing starts, ADP employment report today. So all just, kind of lower level stuff. But it gives you a super clean, I always call it, I know the world in the 5 minutes it takes me to walk my dog delivery. Because I usually, whenever I walk my dogs, 7 o'clock in the morning in New York, I just pop this up on my Telegram. I know exactly everything that's going on and everything that I need to know about for the day ahead. So it's really, really cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. You can sign up for it on BK Trader Tools Intel and have that delivered. Here, let me give you the website, BK Trader Tools /Intel. So it's totally free. You can sign up for it and be able to get it and be good to go. All right. But still, look at this. Look at this. We still didn't make the 69. Man, wow. Look how slow the market is now. But that's fine. We're chilling. So now we're actually 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2 on positional trades. We're 4 out of 5 on scalps. That's really pretty good for the first hour of trade today. Definitely a lot more activity today than yesterday. Sorry, Jason, trying to understand your question. Generally, I micro trades on a 50K AC. Dude, what the fuck? What does that mean? I'm trading 1 to 2 micros. Now, the way I trade, and I talked about this yesterday, and this is literally the single most important thing that we do in this room that's very different from everybody else. we trade 10 distinct accounts, one trade at a time. So I make a trade, I go to the next account. I make a trade, I go to the next account. I make a trade, I go to the next account. Because the only edge that you have, the only free edge, the only mathematical edge you have against the house, which is the market and the prop firm and everybody else, is diversification. I gave everybody this article yesterday. It's a very, very cool, long mathematical argument that shows incontrovertibly that if you have an 80% accurate strategy and you trade one account, the chance of you blowing that account is 100%. Now, you may get a couple of payouts before you blow the account, but you will virtually always blow that account, even if the strategy holds up. Because of the way the mathematics rolls out, that 80% means 20% losses, and 20% losses cluster, and the clustering and the tight drawdown rules in all these prop firms guarantee loss. Like, in other words, they don't need to win. They don't need to win against you. They just need you to lose more than 20% of the time, which most people could only dream at an 80% accurate setup. We have our setup is 77% accurate, and it's a struggle. Like it's you really got to be good at it to hit that. So most people can only dream at an 80% win setup. So the prop firms don't need you to win. Don't care if you win 55% of the time, right? They just need you to lose 35% of the time to win, because of the nature of how losses compound, right? Your losses are finite, and you die only once. The drawdown is only once, right? So the only defense against that is to never take more than one or two losses in account at any given point in time, and you do that by rotating your accounts. So we do something very, very different. I trade very small across multiple accounts all day long. Just rotate. In a perfect world, every one of my accounts is green. Every one of my accounts is green at the end of the day. Like right now, I'm looking at my screen, and I have 9 accounts. 8 of them are green. 1 of them is red. Okay, that may not stay that way. There's always risk. There could be some days where 5 of these are going to be red. But the idea is you don't trade accounts. You trade a portfolio. You don't care. This I was talking about this earlier, that you couldn't care less about any single individual. It's a very un-American thing to do, but like it's to be very mercenary. The market is very mercenary. Every account is just a cog in a wheel, and you got to leave the dying man in the field. Like every value that we all value as normal human beings and as Americans needs to be completely reversed in order to be good in the market. You got to be completely mercenary. You couldn't give a shit about anything except winning. And anybody who's even remotely weak, you just let them die in the field. What I mean by that is, of course, accounts. I don't mean that in any kind of a moral sense. And move on to the next one. So that's a very, very hard thing to do, because we're all attached, whether we know it or not, a whole bunch of our own personal morality to how we trade, without being ever understanding it, and then wonder why we're losing. No, Enzo, I'm not thinking it's 10 micros in aggregate. It's actually literally 1 micro in aggregate. That's the other thing is. The other thing is I don't copy trade. That's the other thing. Trade climate is a quantitative measure of how much volatility there is against how much movement. It's a proprietary indicator, but it has 3 conditions: calm, moderate, and volatile. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Nice to see everybody crawling in on a Tuesday. We are holding bid. That's really all we're doing. But we're holding bid. 3 diamonds in a row. Pretty positive structure so far. The buyers are regaining control, at least for the near term. Tokyo low up above us, London low below us. We had a trade on. Actually, you know what? I got to rotate accounts now because we're finished with this account, right? Wait, so why am I in 84? Hold on. 87. I haven't done any trades in 87. In about half an hour, in about an hour, we're going to rotate to wealth charts, which is going to be so much easier to trade. Okay, so I'm in the 87 account, and that's going to be our next account that we're going to try and trade if there's any structures for us to do. We trade two types of trades here: positional trades off levels. So in this particular case, the trade that we traded was the London low trade to the upside. London low held, so we bought it. The next area of contention will be the Tokyo low. It'll be interesting to see if they run through Tokyo low or whether Tokyo low is going to act as a resistance. Now, if price goes through Tokyo low and then prints a red diamond, a selling signal for us, we're going to take that as a sell, that Tokyo low is failing. If it runs through Tokyo low and then runs up to London low, we're going to determine there, most likely it's going to be a resist, in my opinion. I mean, London high, it's going to be a resist, and we're going to try to look for a short once we get a signal. But we don't move until we get a signal. We don't try to guess the lows. We don't try to assume the lows. We don't try to anticipate the lows. I've done every one of those things, and it's always a sucker bet. Oops, sorry, guys. Sorry. So a little bit quiet. Let's see what the supporting assets are doing. 10-year has not budged. Fucking 472 has not come down. And is this the right? What's the CL? I'm gonna get rid of this. What is the front month on CL? Let me. It's time for us to start looking at oil again, which I absolutely hate. But let's do this. CL CME. What's the front month on crude today? CLV6 83.9. So it's 84. CLV6. Okay, let's put that on here. I'm gonna add crude on NYMEX. God, man. I'm so old, I still remember going to the NYMEX floor. There's CLV6. Long time ago, when I used to do commentary for CNBC, and then we also did a commentary for like these Australian broadcasters, they used to always broadcast from the NYMEX floor in downtown New York, which is like in Battery Park City. And it was a really fun floor to go to. But eventually, it all died out. I'm so old, I still remember when I first started on Wall Street. Trading floors were awesome. New York Stock Exchange was just jam-packed, but the floor that was just insane was the American Stock Exchange, which you wouldn't think the American Stock Exchange was really busy, but the American Stock Exchange made all its money by trading options. It had like the most active listed options book of any of the exchanges. And oh my God, the amount of bodies on that floor and the amount of screaming and shouting and just fist fights that broke out there was insane. I still remember it like yesterday. That was crazy. Yep. Oanda, baby. Yes. You know what's funny about Oanda? God, the president of Oanda is this girl that like uh, I think started out as an intern at FXCM when Kathy and I were running Daily FX. Jessica Bankstead, who was great. Like we used to love her, but like she was like a little intern, and now she's the president of Oanda, which is amazing. Kathy's my partner, my friend. Kathy runs the whole FX piece of BK Traders. We've been partners for like 25 years. Dude, look at the channel. Look, she does 90% of the content on that channel, on our channel. She only comes on live on Mondays to do like the fundamental setup for the week. You remember us from 20 years ago? Yeah, baby, that's it. That's it. That's it. Still degen trading, baby. No signals, man. Look at this. We're just dead. 7-7 vol. Just, I don't think we hit. I'm just curious if I was patient enough. This is always, if Boris is patient enough. Oh, yeah, we would have hit target. If I was patient enough, we would have hit 69. And now, man, we're the AARP trading group right here, baby. But at least I like to think that we're like the real trading group, because we trade for real, not for bullshit. You see all my trades in real time. I don't hide from anything. And what happened last night? Oil went up, yields went up, markets went down. That's what happened last night. Team Humana. Yeah, Team Humana. Exactly. Team Humana. Team Medicare. That's it. Team Medicare. Somebody was. I was at my daughter-in-law's baby shower, and this weekend, and somebody was saying, "Oh, one of the guys I was talking to, his whole family is NYPD cops, and NYPD cops have like a 25 years, and they can do retirement. So like all his, like they're like 50 and they're retired. I'm like, I would kill myself if I had to retire, and but they have like other lives, It's actually really interesting. One of his dad was an NYPD captain, but his brother is one of the top guys NYPD anti-terrorist task force. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the NYPD has its own intelligence unit, which deals like with terrorism cases, and it is actually like the go-to unit in the United States government. Like CIA and FBI defer to them in terms of their intelligence. They are some of the top intelligence, gatherers. It was really interesting. That's a very classified, very prestigious job to have an NYPD. After 9/11, that's right. Yeah. And it is a very top-notch unit. You have no idea how many disasters they have thwarted in New York City, only to have a fucking, terrorist mayor be elected. Oh, I haven't looked at gold. Gold is just kind of, I think, gold is, remember, anytime the 10-year goes up, gold gets hurt, right? If you're looking at the right-hand side here, the 10 years, 473. 10 years not dropping. It's fucking rising. This is bad. Like this, the fact that we're 473, likely going to go to 4 3/4, tells me that I think New York is good. I think we're going to test the London lows. I think we're going to go 29.5 today. It really feels like it's setting up for like a shitty day. So I'm reserving all, Right now, I'm just reserving my opinion because there's nothing on the chart. But if this presses higher, it feels like they're going to press it more to the downside. But yeah, gold is compressing a little bit, not terribly. It's still 4,446. You know, that 4,500 level has been cement ceiling for gold, right? Been really hard. I think it's been cement ceiling because the 10-year is just simply hovering at 6.5 to 7.5. If the 10-year goes to 4.5, if yields come down, gold goes 5,000, no problem, no problem, in my opinion. But you need both to happen because it's a very inverse relationship. Yeah, maybe. Um, we're quiet, nothing much going on here. Slow drift, in front of the, like, in other words, no run towards Tokyo lows, just kind of held up and came back down. No, I'm not an IDF puppet, motherfucker. I am an IDF soldier. Okay, I'm not a terrorist puppet like you are. If you are against IDF, you can just fuck yourself out of this room 1,000 times over. Okay, I am not going into the gas chamber for your fucking virtue signaling bullshit again. Let me tell you, if a Russian Jew was a prime minister of Israel, there would be no Gaza. Okay, I'm not like the Jews that you see on TV who are all about human rights. Russians know how to kill terrorists. So get the fuck out of my room. You call me an IDF puppet. I'm a proud IDF supporter. Ugh, I'm so sick and tired of these shit people. Every fucking asshole that screams about human rights, get the fuck out of America. You're sitting on a place called Manhattan, Massapequa, Massachusetts. If you're so fucking concerned about indigenous people, get the fuck out of America. You are literally walking on the bones of people you crushed. So stop your fucking bullshit virtue signaling. You are living a pretty life only because the United States force protects you from all the rapes and tortures that happen across the world. So shut the fuck up, every one of you pieces of shit. You really believe your morals? Get the fuck out of America because you're the biggest oppressor that ever lived. God, I fucking hate virtue signaling liberals. I'm a liberal myself, but in a true sense of the word, not in fucking virtue signaling piece of shit pussy, false morality. No news, nothing. The news today is all structural. Yields are up and really badly up, like 739, like all morning long. We're seeing the thing scroll up, and gold and oil, climbing. Like if this goes 85, this goes 475. I can't see how equity is not going to make fresh lows. So that's really the news today. All right, guys, we all stay strong. I believe in the 80-20 America. 80% of Americans pretty much agree on almost all common sense ideas, and we'll let the crazies, kill each other or them kill each other out, and we'll keep the country strong. Wow, guys, like it's been what, half an hour of just zero movement, right? We have zero signals, and vol is just like, it's not horrible, but it's really, really low. It's definitely flat. You can see trade climate is calm, although the tape is bearish. So my suspicion that we're going to start seeing some selling pressure could come to bear. Still summer doldrums a little bit, but it's, summer doldrums with negative news always creates negative flows, right? If you remember, August tends to be a pretty negative month a lot of times. Actually, it's actually a good question. Let's ask our friend Gemini while we're watching the markets. Seasonally, is August a negative or positive? Or positive month since 2000? So in this century. Oh, I wonder if it knows. Let's see if. Oh, look at AI. It's actually pretty smart. Negative month to flat for U.S. equities. Average monthly return, mixed, highly volatile. Dow Jones negative. The summer low liquidity trading volume dropped significantly. Institutional desk participation thins out. First half often starts soft to choppy. Mid-month tends to see brief bullish drift. Late August, historically the weakest portion. We're now coming into that second half of August. Macro Catalyst. Yeah, we had Jackson Hole, by the way, is next week. So we're going to be doing Jackson Hole. But yeah, I'm not wrong, right? Really quiet, guys. Wow, just died. It may be like, this way, as I said, like through the end of August, which is fine. We scavenger for profits we can. And also remember, New York's going to open up. Volatility is going to naturally expand to 20. So we'll have setups just by the virtue of some liquidity coming in. but clearly the guys in London are sitting in Saint Tropez today. They just literally lost all interest in trading right now. Tomorrow we have my friend Sam coming in from Ola Prime. Really should be a very interesting session because, first of all, tomorrow is FOMC minutes day, so there may be some activity to trade. But he likes to trade volume delta, and it's going to be really interesting to combine his volume delta ideas with our price action ideas to see how the two either mesh or conflict a little bit. So please come around. I'm going to have him trade like around 9. Let me see, what do we agree with him on? I think like the New York Open. I'm going to trade the New York Open with him. Let me see what I said to him. Yeah, 9:30. We're going to trade the New York Open with him. So it'll be great, and I'll go along. Maybe we'll trade till 11 tomorrow. So be sure to come this. If you guys are new to the room, just subscribe to the channel. The easiest thing to know when I trade, because when I put on a new live, you'll be automatically verified. So just subscribe to the channel. We trade live every single day. This will give you a great notification for when we're on and what we're doing. Time is it? It's 7:35. We'll take a little break at 8 o'clock, and reconvene ourselves for the New York Open trade. Nothing on the calendar. I think ADP is the only thing that's on the calendar today. Let's see. Actually, I forgot we have a built-in calendar on TradingView. UK is really, I look at UK numbers, really weak economy. The Germans are coming back a little bit. Here's the ADP weekly numbers. This will be interesting to see how it's doing. If this turns negative, that could be we had a weak non-farm payrolls. So if we start weakening on the labor front, people are going to start freaking out a little bit. Good morning, everybody. Who's new here in the room? Where are you from? Do I think London lows will hold? No, Monica. I've been, clutching my pearls all morning long, because look at the fucking yield. Yield is now 4.742. We're going to get to 4.75, 4 3/4. I can't see how that's not gonna pressure stocks, right? I'm in the hold on a second. I'm in the wrong view. I'm in the right view. Let me see if I see. I want to go in the scalp view for just 1 second. Why is this? Wow, we have not had wow, this is so unusual. You see how we have, I'm looking at, we have not had a scalp trade signal since 651, which is the longest time I've seen in a long, long time. Wow. You know why? Because we haven't had any volatility. Wow. This is the first volatility candle, first like red neon candle that we've had in an hour. Whoa, that's really unusual. Price action just been so quiet that we haven't had any movement at all away from the moving average. All right, so maybe we're going to get some scalping trades soon. Let me go into both views. Which I'm at 87 account. It could, but the yields are responding much more towards. Here we go. We're getting look at this. I thought we might have a sell signal. Now I might have a weak buy signal. Let's see. 46 seconds left. We're going to watch this candle. First scalp signal in a long time. Let's see what it wants to do. $24 seconds left. Really playing around between the buys and the longs. You could just see the tug of war happening here. Now, buyers so far maintaining dominance. We're gonna join the buyers here on this trade. Came in a little too early. Not as good execution as I wanted to. All right, let's see if this is going to work. This is sort of a weak buy signal because the triangle is not neon; it's regular green, but we're above moving average. So I'm going to give the benefit of doubt to the buyers and see if we can scalp this out to the upside. Long 52, 51. All right, I'm gonna take the 20 ticks. Fine. I should have. I didn't quite enter this as well as I wanted to. If I'd entered it over here, 49 to 59 would have been the perfect trade. But it was good enough. We took the trade that we could. The scalp actually worked. Nice. So now that puts us. God, it's been a very slow day. That's 5 out of 6 scalps and 2 positional trades. That's all we did today. There's another injection 8 o'clock. Yeah, usually 8 o'clock Eastern. We get a little bit more liquidity coming in. New York comes online around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You start seeing some deals. Oh, did you guys see the news that NASDAQ is going to go to overnight trade? That's NASDAQ equities. That's kind of interesting. So NASDAQ is going to trade equities now 23 hours a day. Where did I see this news? I saw it. Find me the story on NASDAQ 23 3-hour trading. Oh, wow. So the regular day session is going to be 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. And the overnight trade is going to be 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Oh, where's the, I thought it will be greenlit in August. Find the news release. So they're going to push this, set for Sunday, December 6th, initiating the first weekly nightly session. Oh, I thought they were going to do this in August. I guess now they pushed it back to December, but that's going to be interesting. The reason why that's going to be interesting for us. Oh, look at this way. I missed the signal here. The reason why that could be interesting for us is because individual stock stories could have a general impact on NASDAQ futures. That's a proprietary indicator, Tim. It's a volatility over price function that's built into it. Sorry guys, I missed this little trade while I was yapsing around, but it looks like hopefully we're going to start picking up some signals now. We held bid. Look at that. I was all bearish and the market proved me wrong, which is why we trade price action and not my opinion. You can take a look at the glossary, Tim, PDF, if you want like a little bit more technical documentation. And it will tell you how the tape is calculated. You got it long. Good for you, Gloria. Almost 8 o'clock. Starting to pick up a little bit. So vol went from like 14 to 7.5, and now 7.5 to 9. So we are finally starting to see some injection of trade. Do you like the double triangle, Gloria? That was Kathy's idea, kind of like that the scalp trades are faster, so it's a kind of a double indicator on the trade. See you later, Tim. I'm glad 2 for 2. Good for you. We're going to switch over to wealth charts. We should probably switch over. I'm going to switch over at 8 o'clock, I think, because we actually ran through the whole rotation of Trade of 8. All of my accounts I traded today. The net results, I could have done better. I could have done one more trade here on the scalps. here comes a scalp signal here, which I don't love, so I don't really want to take it because it's off of a flat slope. It's right in front of Tokyo lows. So I'm gonna take a break here for a minute. But then when we come back, let's trade. We'll trade the wealth charts side by side. We'll take signals on TradingView. Actually, let's set up our wealth charts. Jeez. So wealth charts, I think I have like 3 evaluation accounts, which I got to run in addition to a lot of funded accounts. Okay, let's see where my eval accounts. So it doesn't matter. I'm just going to trade. I'm going to trade them all sequentially. We have PAP 1 Apex, 2 Apex. Oops, I think only 2 maybe. Yeah, everything else is okay. So we're just going to trade them sequentially here. Let's see if I am at proper structure. I am. No. So we'll start now. I want to start at the 50 account here. If I get I have a negative signal to join ask. Let's see if we can get this trade. Okay, so this was a low confidence buy reversal signal on this. So I'm going to try and short this trade. We'll see if the short works off of wealth charts here. So I want to trade that here. And we're gonna, like, how many accounts do I have in wealth charts? I think I have like 7. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7, or no? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7 accounts. Okay. Yeah. Well, which country are you in, Mark? Ola, for example, is always a great choice because they pretty much cover, I think, the world. They're much more open to taking business. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna. Oh, by the way, that trade worked. Look at this. I didn't even look. That scalp worked. We just move on to the next one. That's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna show you. The great thing about wealth charts is it's so much easier to kind of rotate. It's just, drop down menu, next one, drop down menu, next one. It's a much easier structure to change accounts on. Okay, that trade worked. Now we're in the next account. We're going to look for the next trade. This was a classic, low confidence scalp upside reversal signal here. I took the reversal, and that worked out nicely. I'm going to take a 2-minute break, guys, a 3-minute break. You guys chill out. I'll play some music. We'll see if there's any more trades, and then we'll start trading the 8 o'clock hour. Oh, sorry. All right, guys, good morning. We're back into the New York session. Bias clearly down on equities. We're trading well underneath VWAP, but above London lows for now. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Let me get the comments in here. I'm trading well charts on Apex, but obviously you can trade them on Tradeify, you can trade them on Halcyon, you can trade them on. I think Gola's coming on board. There's a lot of prop firms that are on that platform. We had a medium confidence sell signal here that would have been very fine to take. That would have worked also. So I mean, the bias remains to me pretty bearish right now. But the only thing that's holding us, the only thing that's important is that the London lows are kind of holding. Here's the London lows over here. I'll kind of arrange my screen so we can have a little bit more real estate here. Okay. There we go. Where's London low? There's London low. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Tony, good morning. How are you? So for London session, I think officially, I'm just counting, 6 out of 7 scalps and 2 for 2 positional trades. And we started New York with just 1 and 0 in scalps. We took a small scalp on one account. Now I'm going to rotate to the 61 account. So we rotated through all of my Tradeivate account. I'm going to rotate through my Wealth Charts accounts and see how that's going. Here's a contra trade on this. Let's take it. Why not? What the fuck? There's nothing. Okay, so we're long there. This is a short signal. Contra trade means that, we kind of reversed the short signal here off of a, medium short confidence trade. So I'm basically taking a reverse scalp here. We'll see if the reverse scalp works. Honestly, mostly because I'm just bored out of my mind right now because there's so little price action. Not like I'm a really big believer that this buy is going to be a strong scalp to the upside, but it's worth a shot. And it's a small, as always, a small try for us. And that's the beauty of trading multiple accounts, small sizes. We can entertain a wider variety of trades because we don't have to be so conscious of perfection. So I'm long here. You can see on the chart here, we're targeting, what am I targeting? 766. It's good. The buyers have been surprisingly resilient given the negative yield structure and gold, oil still rising. Boom, we're done. Nice. That was a nice clean scalp to the upside. As you know, and that's the thing. I'm always fascinated by how price action surprising. All of the fundamental skew is negative, so you're very bearish fundamentally, and the price action is just telling you something different. And if you trust the price action, you generally get the right result. I'm always surprised at oh, this actually worked because I'm so bearish fundamentally, but it did work. Nice. All right, so now we're 2-0 on the scalps. Next account. That's the beauty of Wealth Charts. We can just drop down to the next account and just keep trading it as we go along. no real positional trades. We are challenging Tokyo lows here. So we finally did break into the Tokyo lows territory, which is 785. 800 is the next round number in front of us. Let's see what they want to do, like whether they want to recapture this or this becomes a resist level. If this prints a red diamond anytime in the next couple of candles, we're going to take that as a rejection of the Tokyo lows and go short. Sorry, what do you mean it's funny because of the lag? You feel like a fortune teller. What lag is going on over here? There's like a 2 or 3 second lag between me and YouTube, but I'm always telling you ahead of time what I'm going to be doing, so you can actually see it. Is that what you mean, DJ? Good morning, everybody. Reports at 8:30. Yes, ADP and then 8:15. What does that mean? You guys are 15 seconds ahead. What the fuck are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? Oh no, so DJ, you're seeing the movement because the YouTube by its definition is going to be, say, 5 seconds behind. The thing I'm saying is got a 5 second YouTube delay, right? So I'm going to be usually telling you ahead of time what trade I'm going to be taking. But yeah, like, I mean, you're probably done on your trade while YouTube is just only making, hitting the profit, right? So yeah, there is a little bit of a delay from action. That's why I always try to narrate the whole thing at a time. Yeah. No, YouTube has a global delay of about 3 or 4 seconds between what I do and it's pretty, because we're scalping and it's like resolves within a minute or two. Sometimes it can be pretty glaringly big, obvious. Volatility expanded. Tokyo lows so far not really being penetrated. So we ran to them, but not through them. Oh yeah, of course you have to indicate it to miss the trade. You missed the trade. Yes, it's to make sure that all the freeloaders lose money following me. If you want to make money with us, you got to get the indicator. That's the whole game plan. It's my evil manipulative plan to make you guys become part of coaching and get the indicator. Oh, really not holding the the Tokyo lows. It's kind of like run and dump, which makes sense. Oh, we have a red diamond against this. We got to take it. Sell. This now becomes a positional trade against this. So we're going to trade against the Tokyo lows for more of a positional basis. So this is more of a positional trade now. Red diamond against Tokyo lows, kind of showing us, failure off the Tokyo lows. Let's see if we get a little bit more continuity to the downside. Probably 720. The next level is obviously London lows, but I don't know if it's going to drift all the way that way lower. But we're going to trust our signal. Oh, we got done. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. So we got done on the trade. Mark, if you're interested in Ola Prime, I have a special tool for anybody who gets Ola Prime. If you're trading CFDs, Ola Prime is obviously very good on futures, but it also has a great CFD selection. Let me put this. Let me put this link for you. It's actually. Let me show you the link, guys, because this is a tool I developed totally free. Prop trader. Oh, God. Tools.com. It's a tool that I developed everybody for free here to download the prop tools. And wait, hold on a second. What is this going on here? Oh, God, where's this thing? Hold on a second. This is the edgetools.com. EA. No, huh? I screwed up the tools. Anyways, the full explanation of the tool. If you register, it will give you a full explanation of the tool and the page itself. So you will you'll be able to get the tool. Sorry, I screwed up this whole thing. I actually realized. I'm glad I realized the page. Yesterday I had the page correctly where it showed you the whole tool and everything that was inside of it and how it displays. Okay, now I gotta go. God, more bugs. Okay, let's focus back on scalping. This is a sell condition here that I just missed. That would have been a pretty good scalp too. I'm going to move off to the next account in wealth charts. Sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted by just bullshit questions and answers from everybody from scalping. But this would have been a scalp. I'm not sure if it was 735. No, this would have made target. It would have been in. The key thing that I always follow is if the signal has been given and it's already reached target, I don't try to recycle it. It's already reached target. We just wait for the next signal. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. We are scalping the downside of NASDAQ today as markets are pretty negative. Oil up to almost 80 through 84. 10-year at 4, literally within a couple of basis points of 475. Both of those are not positive things for equities. So they're pressing, they're pressing to the downside. We ran to the Tokyo lows and then failed off the Tokyo lows. We traded that failure And now we have London lows in view as the next target. 8:15, we have ADP actually coming up on the charts. Let's see what the numbers are. Oh, 9.5. It already printed. So that's actually not bad. That's modestly positive. I was looking for 8.25. Then we have housing starts, housing permits, very low level stuff, industrial production. Industrial production could be interesting at 9:15, but really a very, very quiet day on the calendar. Chris, where are you trading from that you're so far ahead on the delay? Are you in UK? Market's quiet, but drifting towards London low. That's basically where we're at. 8:30 before the U.S. A smattering of like second tier U.S. data. We have done like 3 trades on the wealth charts part of it. We spent the first half of the show trading my Tradevate accounts, where we were 6 out of 7 on scalps and 2 for 2 on positional trades, and then just bear with me a second, guys. I'm trying to do something in the background here. bouncing off the lows. Not a trade for us because it's a little bit farther away from London lows, but interesting. If we get a second green diamond here, that would be a trade to the upside. I would actually take that positionally to the upside. Nice to have you here, Johnny. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. I'm just doing something in the background for 1 second, guys, to try to get you the Ola tool thing. So just bear with me a sec. Guide, download, guide. Oh. Okay. There we go. All right, cool. Now I finally got it all working. Okay, so if you go, we got a negative trade. Sorry, guys, I'm missing a few trades because I'm just trying to show you the stuff that for those of you guys who are trading for Ola, who are interested in Ola, which is our other really favorite broker. If you go to proptraderedgetools.com, this will tell you the whole EA and how you can get it and how you can put yourself into it and everything inside of it. Okay, so it's super easy. You can just get the whole thing on the thing. So I just wanted to this is a tool that I made that's totally free for everybody. All you have to do is literally subscribe, or if you've already subscribed to Ola, just simply verify that you've subscribed to it. No red folder news today. Jonathan Avega, what is your email? Because I can't tell from your username. What is your email so I can take a look at you and see what's going on with your indicator status? If you just want to email me now, just say, hey, I'm in this. So anyways, this is a very, very cool tool. It's a one-click execution tool, has all the cool stuff inside of it. This explains everything you need. All you need to do is just simply start a challenge, verify the purchase, just simply start this whole process, and it will take you, if you already bought it, then you just simply give it a screenshot of your purchase, and it will get you into the tool. And this explains everything that the tool does, all the functions, all the structures, everything, including the hotkeys, which is really cool, like a S for sell, B for buy, all that stuff is available. I'm going to demo that tool tomorrow for you guys. But if you're interested, it's just simply a great tool that I made for everybody for free. So Johan, let me know so we can take a look at your account, make sure that you're okay. Sorry, I missed another scalp to the downside here because I'm fucking around, but I wanted to get that thing working so you guys could actually understand what that tool does. There's no changes. There's only cosmetic change, Ben. The cosmetic change is that the scalp signals are just double triangles. They're a little bit squishy because I'm trading two charts at the same time. But Kathy wanted me to do it like a double triangle just to kind of cosmetically tell the person, oh, that's a scalp trade versus a positional trade. That's all. There's no other changes from yesterday. Do you know when it will be updated through Flux Charts? It is coming. As a matter of fact, I'm talking to Michael today. I'll be delivering. This is the last. I didn't want to give it to Michael until like I had the absolute, because I really hate making him rewrite this whole thing over and over again, until I had the absolute confidence that this is the last, clean version, that there's no bugs, because Tim found a few bugs there yesterday. We cleaned up those bugs. Kathy wanted to do some, cosmetic changes. So we're pretty much done. So I'm sending him the final product today, and it should be within a day or two, certainly by the end of this week. And then the Flux Charts will be exactly like this one. Exactly like this one. Okay. So my apologies for all of the delays, but it, in the grand scheme of things, it's really going to make it so much better. Another scalp to the downside, guys. Worth giving a shot. I'm going to do join ask over here. Let's see if I can get into the trade. Maybe not. Might have to get cute here. Let's see if I can get into the trade. Super quiet, man. Jesus. Nope. I'm missing. I'm trying to get cute and trying to sell this on the ask. And I'm gonna have to flatten myself out. Sorry. Wow, why is this not working? Why is the flat not working? I have to do it this way. 19, 12. Yeah, I should have just simply sold it. I'm sorry, guys. I should have sold it market, and then we could have made this trade. Okay, fine. We'll let it go. I will focus on it. Good morning, Boogie. Yeah. And also, here comes another signal. So, okay, if this one hangs, I'm going to take this signal too. But I'm going to just take this one market. I'm not going to fool around with it if this holds. This feels like they want to run the London lows. It's starting to look like it's 8:30. We had news. All right, let's see what the news is. This is building permits were better. Export prices were lower. Housing starts were down big time, but building permits were up. Import prices were lower. That's pretty positive. The market, industrial production. That's the next big thing here coming up. So that's kind of a mixed bag. But housing starts really coming down. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna take this as a sell. I'm gonna sell this. So we short this big reversal to the downside. Let's see if I can get the scalp to the downside. We're going to target London lows here, a little bit more selling. This is the trade. $797. Okay, Johan, let me see what happened to you. Really? Wait, hold on a second. You should have. Huh. All right. I'm going to investigate, and I'll after the show I'll set you up. Okay. Well, let me just see something. Maybe you can. Maybe you had a different. Sometimes the big problem is people have a different email address to. Oh, I know what you did. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Johan. You didn't fill out the form, and you just sent an email address, and it got lost because it wasn't in the form. Okay, I see it now. I'll take care of you. I'm so sorry. I'll take care of it right now. Okay, and I'll set you up properly because you just sort of emailed it in voluntarily without filling out the form, and of course they got lost in the database. Okay, I'll take care of it. Sorry about that. It's going to be taken care of, and you'll be good to go. Okay. Okay, I'll do it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you access right now, so you should have it right now. I'll set you up properly in the database. Okay, check in your invite only folder right now. You should have dots, and I'm going to try and set you up with Zip as well. Okay. Okay, you're good to go. You have Zip and dots now. All good to go. All right, guys. We're still floating this short scalp, which didn't have a lot of continuity, but trade is legit, so we're still holding it. If it goes, the idea is, we're going to test the London lows or not. That 700 level is, it's been a support level pretty much most of London morning into the New York morning, but now, of course, New York core is online, and see if there's any kind of institutional interest in selling this down. We'll have to see. My vibe is it says yes, because if we look at we'll look at what the yields are. The yields have not budged. Where we look where oil is, oil has not budged. In other words, they're pretty much at session highs on both. And that's not, if they're at session highs, that means equities should be going to session lows if you if you're trading negative correlation. Boom, we're done. That was a quick drop. You see that? They held it, and then eventually they started testing London lows. So that's like a I think 3 for 3 on the scalp side, and we actually had a positional trade too, right? We did 3 scalps and then 1 positional trade, so 3 for 3. Could have done probably about 6 for 6 because I missed both of these where I was fucking around with other stuff on my screen, but whatever, it's fine. We took this trade to the downside. This trade of the Tokyo reversal. Then we took one more short here, and then we took this short over here. All right, rotating to the next account. This now takes me. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be our 5th account in wealth charts. God, I love the simplicity of wealth charts. Just like drop down next account, drop down next account. Rotating through both the trading view and Tradeovate is really annoying. But it is what it is. Okay, as I was saying earlier today, we're trading for our friends at Apex, and the Apex offering is just amazing for what we want to do. There's two accounts that I specifically love. One is if you just want to buy just a starter pack, this is what I would do. Remember, the whole essence of what we're doing is we're trading multiple accounts one at a time and rotating. That is by far the single most unique and interesting and valuable aspect of what we do. Not our strategy, not our targets, not all the indicators work that we do. That's all nice and handy, but none of that will work in the long run if you do not diversify your risk. The great thing about our friends at Apex is they make it super cheap. They let you have 20 accounts, and they let you buy an account for effectively like $20. So a 5-pack at $95 is what I would get if I wanted to just simply jumpstart. Because first of all, we're going to do this week. We don't have a lot of one and dones where we just simply take one trade, bet a bunch, and get the account funded, which is something we love to do. But next week there'll be some data that we can definitely trade against it, and in the next couple of weeks we'll definitely have a lot of opportunities to do that. So buying the 5-pack as a starter is great. If you are already super comfortable on whatever strategy you're trading, including your own, and you just want to trade it continuously, the really, really good deal, in my opinion, like sort of the intelligent man's purchase in all of this, is the no activation fee account. The 50K no activation fee account is just $49. So the reason why this is good is because if you sort of have a longer term perspective, you just buy this one time. There is no additional fees ever, including when you go into funded stage. So it's like one and done. It's by far the cheapest one and done account ever. And you could buy 5 of those and trade those slowly, and each one of them gets eventually funded, and then each one of them gets paid out because you're trading the whole rotation scheme. This is a really, really good deal. They actually have, I guess they have a one and done 5-pack too, which is really good too. So you could buy that too. I mean, this is by far the best deal. I would absolutely the more I think about this, this is probably the best deal, period. But if you want to just keep it cheap, you buy the standard, and then let those run, and then whichever one gets funded, then you just pay for that. But both deals are super, super good. So I wanted to just point that out to you guys, because those are just still in place right now, and those are probably the best deals on the board. We touched the London lows. We definitely touched the London lows. Now here comes the fun question: Do we get a green diamond? Do we get a bounce off the London low, or is this thing going to drill lower? I think it's going to drill lower. I actually think we have a reasonable chance here to take us down to 29.5 and really, really test support there. But we'll see how it plays out. Great. I'm glad you got it, John. Very nice. Now go out there, get some Apex accounts, and have fun trading. By the way, those deals. It's the same deal for Tradovate as it is for Wealth Charts. So you could, honestly, I would buy, since you already have the indicator. If you're part of our crew, you have the indicator. I would just put the indicator on TradingView and trade Wealth Charts as my primary trade. I think on the no rebuilds, there is no timeline. But even if there is, you can use them as a kind of a one and done structure, right? You just trade them, or you can trade them super aggressively for a couple of trades and then run them into the close on smaller size. I'm not sure. Is there, Ben? Is there a 30-day expiry on the no rebill accounts? Like you only have 30 days to pass them. By the way, a super cool way of doing that. Let's play that game, because this is where the session level trades is the money trade. This is where it's really the money trade. Let me show you something. Like, here's how you can create one and done trades. That means one trade, you trade that and you pass your account and get funded in Apex. Let me show you how I would do it. I'm going to go into just session level only, right? Okay. So remember, the basic mathematics that we like to do in the one and dones is 4 NQs with like a 35, 37 point target, right? And what's very, very cool about that is that, so, we're coming into, let me just go to replay mode. Okay, here we go. So I'm in replay mode, right? In NASDAQ. And maybe you want to modify this to, let's say, I want to trade it for if I do it at 3, how much room do I have? Instead of 4 it's a little bit of a tight downdraft, but if I do it at 3, each thing is 60 points. So how many points do I need? 3,000. I need 50 points. 3,000 divided by 60. Yeah, I need 50 points. And then I have 2,000 divided by 60. I have 33 points to the downside. I have 33 points to the downside with 50 points to the upside. So if I'm trading this, I'm just looking, for the London low session. So I have London low, London low, London low, boom. Okay, so I'm long here, 29, right? My budget at 29 is what, 2,000, 33 points. So 33 points. So basically, I'm long here at 29, and my stop is like, my margin stop out is 700, right? I'm playing the, how could I get myself funded on one account in a quiet day? 3 NQs. I have like 30 points worth of space, and I need 50 points to make my target. So I'm long at 29. Let's put the arrow. Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Alt H. Let's put the arrow at our margin stop out level, which is be like right over here, right? And just we're gonna trade this forward. We hit it. Does it hit it? Does it hit my? It tests me, but doesn't hit me. And then I'm in at 29, and I need 50 points. I don't think I'm going to get 50 points in this particular day. Maybe I'll let's see what I get. I don't quite get the 50 points. So I'm probably going to get just only 40 points. So I wouldn't have fully made target here before it starts to unwind. Yeah, I wouldn't have fully made target here. But I would have made like at least 2,000. Or maybe here go, we spike out here. Now, let's say I would have made about 2,000 of my 3,000 target. That would have been okay. And then you could have, you could then basically do another 1,000 at, let me see, what is that? 1,000 divided by 60. That's 16 points. So if I take out 2,000 here, come back on a second bump over here, I need 16 points, which is 68, and boom, I'm done here. You could do it in 2 trades. I would trade it 3 minis, not micros, because this is obviously just getting it, getting your trades fastly done. But you could do it. you could absolutely do it. We just broke the fresh London lows here a little bit earlier. The point is that if you wanted to trade session level trades with a reasonable amount, you won't be able to do it in one trade, but you could certainly do 1,000 to 2,000. They go away on the new accounts if you don't pass an apex. So you have 30 days to pass this, right? So effectively, basically, it puts you into that whole let's do maybe one and done or two and done type of structures where you find positional trades, you trade a reasonable size, like maybe 2 NQs, 3 NQs. If you're fully lucky and the move, you get a 50-point move, then you're good to go. If you get like 25 to 30-point move, you bank 2,000 and you look for the next position, right? And then you would trade it. So you could do it. You could absolutely do it. Even if you did it 1 out of 2, like one of them you got burnt and the other one worked, it's still worth it because you get funded very quickly, and then the account can be traded forever on that rotational basis on much smaller sizes, which is what I would be doing. You could also, by the way, this is obviously looking at London. I'm almost certain that if you did this in New York, where you had the 11 o'clock bounce, the 10 o'clock bounce off levels, you could absolutely achieve the 30 down, 50 up type of structure, right? So you could buy like a 5-pack, try it on a couple of accounts during regular business hours, not even trading big news, just trading reaction off lows, highs, and those reactions are generally pretty good. We have a trade here. Sorry guys, let's go back to actually trading. We have a trade here. This is a level session trade, so I want to be buying here in this account. I want to be underneath these levels and a little bit above here. Let's see if the oh no, did it go away? Oh, sorry, I gotta kill this. Sorry, that was really trade because the diamond went away at the last second, so it's not a volatility breakout. So we'll wait. So yeah, I think it's totally possible, like, to take those Apex accounts and get them funded in a day, literally. Maybe 2 or 3 days if you kind of wanted to distribute your you either, I think with the eval accounts, you just either get them funded fast or you just trade slow all the way throughout. And since you have a 30-day gun to those accounts, you obviously want to, I think, trading them, or you can trade them fast first and then slow second. Get within like $500 of target and just simply trade that. You can do that as well. But yeah, you certainly have the opportunity to do it. Now we have the buy signal. So now I'm long. I killed that trade, even though that would have worked, just because it wasn't the signal. We just don't have the signal. Now I'm going to be underneath the London lows and see if we can get some forward price action on this trade. Yes, I'm using signals from TradingView to enter on wealth charts. That's pretty much what we're doing for the second half of the show for the North American trade. We're taking we're taking trades on the wealth charts accounts against signals from TradingView. I'm in positionally in that trade, and I want to see if I have any scalp opportunities here. So I moved off to the next account. I'm going to join ask. I'm going to take this as a scalp trade. So we have a long positional trade against the London lows and just a short scalp trade here to the downside in another account on wealth charts. See how it plays out. We got 35 minutes before the New York Open. This was a sort of a medium short signal here that I took pretty much against this long positional trade to see which side is kind of going to have control. Now I have like a reversal signal to this medium trade, but I'm not going to reverse myself. I'm just going to let the short trade and then the long trade. One of these is going to resolve. The other one, we're going to see how it plays out. Yeah, it's really, that's what we try and do, my friend. We keep it simple. We keep it easy. We keep it logical. In other words, we're trading real levels, real price action, no, made up bullshit crayons on the chart. Minimal amount of indicators, just moving averages, and all of the derivatives are just first order derivatives. There's very, very little lag in anything that we do. So yeah, we're keeping it very, very simple on a scalp basis. And generally, it's been working very well. It's definitely worked very well in the London session. New York session has also been pretty good. We're actually 2 for 2 or 3 for 3. I forgot. No, we're 3 for 3 on the scalps and 1 for 1 on positional trades. This is just now we have 1 positional trade and 1 scalp trade floating out there right now before the New York Open. Basically what I am, like, if you're a DOM order flow trader, I am sort of like, I've just moved it off the DOM, which is, I think, too fast and too hard for most retail traders, and kind of trade the DOM concepts on the chart itself, right? So I am like, if you're, your trade is a sort of a 10-second, 15-second, 20-second type of trade structure. My trade is the 2-minute, 5-minute. I just moved myself back on time frames, but I'm really using the same kind of idea: momentum, flow, structure, same concepts that you would use on DOM. Just removed 1 level up, so people don't have to get crazy on the like. You don't have to be a perfect keystroke master to make these trades work. The positional trade that we have is London low has been here. We have what's called a volatility breakout, this diamond green, and I'm just long that, I'm basically long this trade for, in a perfect world, it would be a move back up to Tokyo lows, but I'm probably targeting like somewhere around the 40s, the 50s, with a stop right underneath the London low. That's the positional trade that I have on. And then the scalp trade is in a separate account, which is just this little short scalp, which is going nowhere so far, that I'm just holding short, targeting my scalp levels. So that's all that we have going on here. Yeah, it is definitely hard to do DOM reading. I was never that good at it when I was trading it, but like I can imagine it must be a lot hard with algos running wide, because you never know on any given tick when the algo is just going to sweep the ladder, and whatever you think is going to happen is like order of magnitude 20 the other way around. I mean, we've all seen it. We get a headline out of Iran, and we have like 20 candles that are 8 ATRs long, 8 points long, and then that's a 200-point candle. It's literally like 100 times that structure in one candle, because they sweep the ladder completely. It looks like the buyers are holding bid. No trade. Do you want them positionally? Wait, which account am I in positionally? Yeah, I'm in this account positionally. So I'm in. Oh God, this is the other thing I hate. Look at this. You see this 82. One is PA, one is the other way. Really annoying. Okay, and now I'm short this one. Okay. So it looks like the scalp is probably not going to work. They're going to take the scalp out, but the positional side is working. So that's good to go on that one. See if I can pull it up a little bit here. So we're 3 for 4 on scalps, and now second positional trade. We'll see if that holds out. I should have listened to the reversal signal. I was like, hey, this is a weak sell. That's a strong reversal signal. I should have just reversed, but I didn't want to go flip and flip and flip, although that would have been the right trade. And honestly, when you're trading small and you're trading multiple accounts, that's literally the right trade. Like, don't second guess your structure. Don't be a pussy. Just because it's changed its mind 3 times in the last 5 minutes, don't be like that guy's like, I don't want to do it. I already committed to that side. I don't want to do this side. That's like a notoriously bad technique. All right, we're going to leave. This is just going to float. Like, this is a positional trade, so we'll let those float for a while. Oh, this did not take me out. Oh, wow. This short did not stop me out. Okay, I'm still in the scalp short. I thought I got clipped, but I survived it. Nice. Do I think the price can go up to 30,000? Why do you think it matters what I think? Like, do you think I have any advanced knowledge of where the price will go? I have no idea. Neither does anybody else. Anybody who tells you they do is either lucky or lying. Um, I mean, we just basically try to work the intraday price action where we have a lot more confidence. Like, let me ask you a question. Do you think 2 weeks from now, wherever you live, it's going to rain? Well, if I asked you that question, what would your answer be? I have no idea, right? But if I asked you, do you think 2 minutes from now, wherever you are, it's going to rain? You're going to have a much higher confidence answer on that. That's what we do in a nutshell, right? I have zero confidence on the future, but I have a lot of confidence on the immediate future. Like right now, come on. I'm just going to get out of this trade. This thing is torturing me too much. So we took I took not the full scalp. Oh, what's going on over here? Wait, what happened? Oh, flatten. Okay. Oh, I took, Jesus Christ. I took out the limit order instead of the S. Okay. So I flattened myself out. So this trade works nicely. Okay. We took that out. The other one is still floating as a positional trade, and it will only be violated if it takes out London low. So we just have to be patient with that, and we'll look for more trades. We'll see if we can get some more scalp signals. New York is going to open up, and when it does, it's clearly going to give us some very interesting opportunities. I want to try something else. What is the 6-3? Which one is that? Oh, it's this one. Okay. That's true, Striker. There's always yeah. Listen, I'm just trying to make an analogy, my friend, and you have to piss on my analogy. Striker is absolutely true. In Florida, it can literally. I mean, I've been on I-95 where it wasn't rain. It wasn't even a waterfall. It was literally a swamp. Like the big interstate trucks had to stop on the road. It's just a sheet of water pouring onto your car for 10 minutes straight. Like your windshield wipers are useless in that situation. I've been in that situation, and then 10 minutes later, it's sunny and like nothing ever happened. So I have been in Florida in that situation. But yeah, Strike. I know exactly what you mean. I'm actually headed to FLL this weekend to go see my folks, which I'm very, very excited about. I haven't seen them in a while, so I have 2 things that I'm like dying to accomplish this weekend. I'm going to go see my parents, and I'm going to the Pancake House in off Glades Road in Boca for my favorite all-time breakfast meal, the San Francisco 49er pancakes, which I love. All right, a medium quality sell signal. Which, by the way, where am I? I want to go to. We have one more account we haven't traded, right? Oh fuck, where am I? The 83 account. All right, let's trade that. Sell that medium quality sell signal. We'll take that as a scalp because I think we kind of drift. I mean, it looks like we're just drifting. Worth a shot. The slope is red. If it reverses, I will reverse on that in a different account. I will not be. I will be flexible enough to take that. But for right now, just one more scalp to the downside. So the short scalp worked. This is the second short scalp. And effectively, I think we're like 4 for 4 on the scalps. This is the 5th scalp of the. I'm going to call it the wealth chart session versus the other one was the trade of 8 session. Just so we can distinguish between accounts, and then we'll just keep rotating. And we're almost there. Come on, baby. What my target is, I don't even know where I took this trade. This is 20. So that's 700. So it's 93. Target is 93. Oh, come on. 93 bid. You know what? Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna flatten. I can't take it anymore. I'll take the scalp. The slowness of this trade is just killing me at how slow it is. But anyways, it's good enough. I think it actually would have hit the 93s anyways. Okay, let's start from the top again. We're gonna do the top of the chain because we went through all the accounts. On Wealth Charts, there's only one floating. That scalp worked. Those of you who are patient enough, of course, got the full scalp. I was not patient enough. You know what's good for me is like put the trade down and then just go away. Stop. The more I look at it, the more impatient I get. 6 for 6 today. What is the white X and the red arrow? Is it new? Sorry, what are you talking about? Where's the white X? And where's the red arrow? No, it's not there. Oh, you mean this thing? That's not a. That's just a wealth. You talking about on Wealth Charts? On Wealth Charts, it's just simply entry and exit marks. Oh yeah, that's a wealth. That's just a Wealth Charts. You entered here, you exited there. That's not a indicator thing. That's just the Wealth Charts marks your trades. It shows you entered here, exited here. Just shows you the history of the trade. You're in Florida, the truck dash read 110 Fahrenheit yesterday. Holy fuck, really? Wow, I like it hot, but that is hot, man. Where are you in Florida that it ran 110? Where are you in Florida? That's insane. Jesus. That's truly insane. We got 20 minutes to the open. Sell scalp signal over here. 32 seconds left. Let's play it. London low is below us. This is it's interesting. This is a tough signal. This is I'm going to take the trade. I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm going to take the sell on this, even though it looks bullish. All right, this is going to be a good example. Oh, no. Wait. I shouldn't have taken this. Oh, no. You know what? I'm just going to flatten out on this one. Here's why I flattened out on this one. It probably actually would have worked as a sell trade. I got confused because I thought there was a green diamond trade, but it just at the end of it disappeared. So this actually would have been a great short. This is again me pushing out on my setup. If I was short here 701, it was super easy to have gotten the 8 points back. All right, so a tiny little win, but a win nevertheless. All right, we're gonna go to the next account. And I'm gonna stop trying to second guess myself. I'm gonna hold to my signals. This is what I love about my indicator. That's very, very hard to trade in real time. My indicator will give you the true signal exactly when the price looks like it's gone the other way. It looks like they were ready to just buy it up to the moon, right? And that is actually a perfect sell signal. right over here given, but it's so hard to take it in real time because you're like, oh my God, they're just going to sweep me on the offer. They're going to take me out. When in fact, perfect sell. 702, 92. It would have been a 10-point sell right then and there. You know, believe me, I am my own worst enemy when it comes to not taking my own signals. But the indicator is awesome because that's exactly what it does. It doesn't give a shit about feelings. It only knows about facts. I think the Texas West Palm Beach. Wow, so you are north and it was 110. Holy shit, man! I wonder what it's going to be like in Boca this weekend. Wow. Now I haven't even looked at the weather, but has it been hot like the last couple of days? Boca's the same, yeah. I know, it's right next door. But that is hot, man. Well, so far we're bouncing off London lows. The positional trade is just floating, but we're getting a couple of contraindication signals, which is pretty good. And let's see if we get a reversal signal here. How's gold trading today? Gold is actually pretty steady at this 450 level. Has not really budged much. Well, walking into the New York Open, the volatility actually compresses. We were like at 10-11 ATRs. Now we're at 8.2. It really does feel a little doldrummy over here. But don't get fooled. A lot of times you can get some really massive whipsaws on the open. So we'll keep our eyes open here. Hello, Ian. Nice to have you. Welcome to the room. If you want to know a little bit about how we trade, here's a free download for you on our DOTS indicator. We'll tell you the key strategies that we use. So we're sort of toying with this 29.7 level, back and forth, but it does feel like they're gonna rip it down. VWAP is way above. Not even close. VWAP is like it's above. Look at a VWAP, 29.8. It's like so far up you couldn't even find it. 10 minutes to the open. Yes, they work really well during Asian session. And I actually trade Asia. I usually trade Tuesday, Wednesday, but I can't trade tonight. So I'm going to trade Wednesday, Thursday this week. So come join us. Asia is 7 to 8 at night. So, and we trade gold during Asia. So, yeah, come join us. It'll be a lot of fun. It's slower, but better. Like they're smaller trades, but they're like really, good trades. And you usually get a lot more session bounces during that time. Yes, it's all on YouTube. Same channel. Just subscribe to the channel. By the way, everybody who's listening to me, subscribe to the channel. Easiest way to know when I'm going to go live. I go live pretty much always on a regular schedule, but if I'm off schedule, pop it up. Peter, it was probably about 1,000 rewrites. Everybody in the room, especially Tony, nobody ever takes me seriously when I say it's the final rewrite. Yes. So the answer to your question is the indicator is a work of 1,000 bad rewrites. Yes. Yeah. It was a lot of work, but it is, I don't want to say it because Tony's just going to make fun of me. So it's almost ready for full function. No, it's good. It works really, really well, but it's massively. Oh, for those of you guys, by the way, whoever's new in the room, I just made a full YouTube playlist of the indicator functions. So you could, if you really want to get wonky about everything that it does, you can watch the YouTube playlist over here as well. So I just put the link in there as well. So for those of people who are new and you want the PDF, get this. Be sure to get the dots PDF. Why is this not working? There we go. Here's the link for the dots PDF, and then the link above that is the playlist link. So you could just have a good time doing the playlist. 5 minutes to the open. I have a feeling they're gonna rip this. I'd be shocked if they pump it up. I think they're gonna drop it down like a stone and then maybe pump it up. But pre-market, we're crawling low. I think we're gonna do a little bit of hump and dump. The other thing is I want to adjust my New York hours because I think on the UTC, where's my session hours? Yeah, New York starts at 12. Oops. London ends at 12. Six minutes. Yeah, I think like every trader, I've gone through 1,000 different permutations of what I did. I mean, ultimately, we don't do anything more complex than trading momentum and counter momentum, but which is what all trading all comes down to, just those two components, right? That's it. But how you do that, the devil's in the details, and the details took a long time to work it out. All right, markets are still in this low volatility drift to low and lows. We have a sell scalp here into the London lows. That's a tough trade to take, but it's a signal. So 29 seconds left. Let's wait. I mean, this basically either crashes through, or we're going to get a vicious bounce back. So I'm waiting for the close until I execute the trade. I'm short. Oh, where's my? Oh, it almost hit my target. Wow, what happened here? It just broke through and kind of bounced back. Oh, that was. I hate that. It just missed my target on this down. It just broke the London lows, tested them, and just missed me on the TP. That sucks balls. E2. Wow, just missed my target. All right, we're going to stay patient on this trade. We're going to see if the bulls if the bears begin to dominate the trade here a little bit. Maybe not. A lot of vol in front of this. I might have to eat this trade just because. Yeah, I'm just going to eat this trade, unfortunately. As the market's starting to reverse a little bit in front of this. You know what? I'm just gonna take a half cut. Not worth fighting this trade. Taking a trade 5 minutes in front of the open always problematic. So fine. We'll take a hit on this scalp. That'll be the first one. It's 4 out of 5. It could actually go our way, but I'm not gonna play the volatility game in front of the market. Let's wait, and we're a minute away from the open. Let's see how we want to open up, and then we'll trade that way. Okay, we are 10 seconds away from the open. Let's see how it plays out. The positional trade that we had got clipped on the London low clip. So that's the first positional trade that we lost. And now we're gonna pop and drop probably. Let's see. Oh, big pop off the New York Open. Let's see if we get a diamond move. We gotta honor that trade. I'm gonna rotate accounts here. All right, I'm long. Oh God, this already took my profit. That was super fast. I got long on this trade. Let me do this one more time because I'm still using scalping structures. But let's say I'm going to be underneath here. This is a big position. So I'm long positionally now. So I basically made effectively, I'm going to count that as a scalp win because I got long here, and now I'm going to try and trade it positionally. Let's see if it's going to hit the positional target here. There it goes. Almost. Come on. That's my target. There we go. And then we hit the positional target. So this was the diamond bounce off the New York low for a nice 50 points. That was a good positional trade. So we're in good shape here. Rotate accounts and look for the next ideas. So just to show you, let me show you in the 63 account. You can see it on full screen here. If I go into history, you see I had two trades here. One, which was a scalp trade, and one that was a positional trade. Both of them bounced back over here. So let's go to 650 account and see how it goes. There's a negative scalp trade here. Massive vol. I'm going to sell it. Let's see if we can get continuity on this thing. And we do. Boom, boom. You see that? Super fast. New York session turns those trades that were like 10 minutes into 10-second trades. You just take them as you go. So that's good. We can move on to the next account and try to trade that. See what else we got here. On the scalp trades, we look for 8-point target, 20-point stop. It's a negative risk reward ratio. It's basically 71% break even, and we try to be at 77%. Today, actually, on the scalps, we are way above. I think all my scalps worked today. No, one of them did not work. So I'll tell you just 1 second. Hang on. Let me look this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So 7 out of 8. That's we're way above that. 7 divided by 8, 87. So we're at 87 accuracy against a 71 break even. So quite good on the scalps. Fresh New York lows. No surprise there. I told you I thought we'd go to 2,500. So these reversals are there. Now we just stay very patient, see if we get a bounce off the New York lows, or we're going to probe a little bit further. But honestly, nothing really truly dramatic. 755 to 6. It's basically a 100-point down move. For the day, we're definitely low. For the day, we are down 400 points and 141 basis points. But, not so bad here. Oh, getting a bounce. London bounce by, sorry, I'm not paying attention here. That's a big bounce. I want to be underneath this level. See if I get so this is a bounce off the New York low, and we get done. And we get done over here. I know this thing's starting to look like a like a St. Valentine's Day Mercer massacre because of all the. I'm going to take off all the history marks so you can actually see it. But this was a clean trade. New York low, diamond bounce, get long, boom. And on the positional trades that you were asking me, it's about 20 points. I'm trying to take 20 points against, 40 points maximum stop. But that was good trades. Okay. A lot of vol in the first 10 minutes. See, we did nothing for like an hour, and now we did like 7 trades in the first 5 minutes. Fortunately, all of them worked. So pretty good, not bad. The Wealth Charts cycle was good today, and the Trade-Evade cycle was really good today. Yep. So just to, again, reviewing my, we talked about the idea of like, we don't care about any individual account. We only care about the gross position. My gross position right now on Trade-Evade is how many? I always forget how many accounts I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 accounts, 8 green, 1 red. On Wealth Charts, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 accounts, 1 red, 6 green, right? Just I could probably screenshot this. No, could I show this to you? I think I probably could show this to you here. If you want to see it, you guys want to just sort of, no. Fuck. No, I think I can do it this way. Well, I can for sure show you the Wealth Charts. 6 out of 7. Where is this account? Here. I wonder if you could see it. Hang on. Yeah, here it is. See, 6 out of 7. That's the P&L and Wealth Charts. And just you have to trust me on this because I can't pull the Trade-Evade over. That's 8 out of 9. So you don't think about trades. You only think about accounts and rotation. This is the second day in a row that I've done the rotation, and virtually all the accounts are healthy. And here's the other thing that I kind of want to tell you, that yesterday the accounts that were negative, because I kept rotating them today, they eventually cut up to break even. So it's not like, you're killing one account perpetually or sacrificing one account. It's just that you're sacrificing maybe 1 or 2 accounts that day, but it doesn't mean the next day you can't, because you're rotating trades in them, you can't put some positive trades in them that put them to break even. And the whole idea is that the full portfolio, the 10 accounts, 20 accounts, this is why we love Apex, because you can get 20 accounts and each account is $20. You move the whole army forward, right? Not just one. You don't just race one horse. You run the whole army forward, and that works really, really well. I wonder if I have such a hard time with this new. Fuck! I can't grab this. Why can't I grab this? Oh, I know why. Okay, so here, let me see. I think I can do this. See, can you guys see it? You can see this is a Trade-Evade. 8 out of 9 that are positive. Okay, so same idea. Basically same idea. Continuously. So hopefully that answers your question, Rachel. And as I said, the whole aspect of this approach is that the setup is the least important thing. You obviously want to stay true to the setup, but it's not the critical component to your success. It's the ability to diversify your risk across every account, every single day, that moves you forward. Give me a +1 if you agree. Fuck. We're back to New York highs, and now we're going to challenge Tokyo lows. See, we we took out the lows here. Now it's going to be interesting. Now we're going to take Tokyo lows. And now if New York's going to run probably towards the VWAP, if we can. Let me see if anything improved on the fundamental side. Let me see if gold has come. Well, 10-year has come off. It was 7.4. Now it's 7.2. That's helping. And oil is still below 85. I mean, it's hardly improvement, but they are pushing them a little bit higher. Cool. I'm glad you guys are all enjoying it. Shit. You know what, guys? I just realized something. I think we had a pretty good day, actually. I can't complain. What did I do on the scalps? 7 out of 8. What's the rate? What's the total? 7 out of 8 in New York. Excuse me, in London. 7 out of 8 in New York on wealth charts. London was 2 for 2 on the positionals. New York was 1 for 1 on positionals. No. I had a positional right on the front. So the two positional wins against 1 loss. Okay, so it was 2 for 1 on positionals, 2 for 0, and then the scalps were 7 out of 8, 7 out of 8 in both sessions. So that's pretty good. It might be. We'll know, Peter. We don't need to guess. The signals will tell us if it, if they want to run it through the VWAPs, or they're going to run it right back to London lows. Like, we have the levels, we have the signals. We don't need to anticipate the market, right? We have a buy scalp over here, which I'm missing over here. Where the fuck am I? I should be in the 81 account. All right, let me try this. I bought the scalp here. I may be late. We'll see. We'll see if I can work this out. Yeah, come on. Come to Poppy. Let's go. Nope. The scalp's not going to work. Scalp is reversing. Okay, so I'm going to take the reversal. That's a strong reversal trade off a positive scalp. I'm going to take the reversal trade here. And I want to show you how you don't have to be a victim of your losses. Like, everything on the indicator helps to put you on the right side of the trade, even if you're on the wrong side of the trade initially. So I try to get long here, strong confidence trade. That got completely rejected by the reversal signal right next. Once I got stopped out, I knew that I had much higher confidence to the short side, and I reversed myself. So this wasn't a full win, but it wasn't a full loss. I recovered like half my loss by scalping it out. And this is just like the key thing of how you could trade this without without constantly looking for perfection. This was the history. You can really see boom. It's actually too fast. You see it buying, then you see me selling on the chart. Nice and clean. Now we're back to London lows, and I really want to hang and trade with you guys, but I got to go to the city. All right, 5 more minutes, and then I got to wrap up the show. Breaking London lows, nice big crack here as the sellers dominate. Seller dominance resumes itself. But here's where it gets interesting. If I get a green diamond here, that's an interesting bounce trade. Definitely worth taking. I'm just going to rotate my accounts here. Um, oh yeah, Jason. There's a long rant about multiple accounts that I actually do this every single session. I just don't have time to explain it. Here, let me find you the article. Uh, Let me find you this article. This is what you need to read if you guys really want to understand why multiple accounts, why diversification is your only free source of alpha. Right here, it's a long article, a lot of interesting math inside of it. But I'm basically we were doing this intuitively, and this kind of confirms the point. Just read the article, Jason. It's like a it's because you're conflating multiplicative edge versus additive edge, and this will explain why. So crashing London lows. Man, I really want to hang with you. I'm going to hang with you guys for another 10 minutes because I think I really want to see how the levels over here trade and whether we get a bounce. Did the yields go back? I mean, I'm trying to figure out why where the yields. No, the yields are not anywhere horrible, and oil is coming up. So I think we're going to get a bounce. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. The fundamental background is not any worse. We're watching for a green diamond around the London lows, which will give us a chance to try to trade the bounce. Weak sell signal right now against essentially a neutral tape. So probably if we get a weak sell signal and a green arrow, a reversal signal, that would be an interesting buy trade. Let's see how it plays. Still a lot of selling pressure here. Let's see if the sellers run out of juice here. Now we still have actually a strong scalp sell signal here. 29 seconds left on the tape. Let's see what it wants to do. Tape is bearish, so maybe they want to break the New York lows. I'm gonna take the signal as it completes. We're always waiting for the candle to close. It's not a trade until the candle closes. Oh, but now I'm getting a reversal. Oh, this is a tough trade. Tough trade. Okay, I took the sell and on a reversal. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, yes. Flat, come on, flat. Yay. Look at that. Sell signal 1 out. We the final trade of the day, positive scalp. Good job, everybody. That puts me 8 out of 9, I think, on the scalps, which is great. There's more to go. I am very, very confident that in the next half hour, we're going to get a really beautiful bounce signal. Even after they pound the New York lows, there's going to be a bounce signal. And that will be a very, very tradable signal. But I got to run because I got to get back into the city before a meeting with Kay. So I see everybody tomorrow. No trading tonight, but I'll see everybody tomorrow with Sam. We're going to trade with Sam tomorrow. So really should be a fun show. Early London, and then Sam's going to come in New York and hang out with us with Ola Prime. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Everybody have a great, great day. Yeah, it's all very quick, baby. We are quick. I am Speedy Gonzalez on our trades, especially New York session. Thank you, guys. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Really, really fun day today. And the trade to rotate is really, really working well. So we'll keep going. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.